and gentlemen, and to those of you watching on Facebook Live. My name is Rochelle Harrison-Pless, and I'm a journalist and presenter at France 24, the international news network. Now, it's a pleasure and an absolute honor to host tonight's event alongside Michel Josselin, founder of the Hyatt Student Prize. Michel, why don't we start by having you tell us a little bit more about the award's history and objectives.
Thank you, Rachel. The history of the Hyatt Student Prize was conceived to reward the best hotel school and identifying the best student becoming the leader of tomorrow.
So what's so special about this edition then?
Today is very special in the sense that it's at our 10 years anniversary. 10 years represent 250 applicants, represent more than 25 hotel schools around the world. And this is, to me, mostly important, close to 100 alumni.
Some impressive numbers there.
To me, it's very impressive.
Very impressive.
I'm sure.
Right. I believe we will be welcoming on stage Michel Moreau, General Manager of the Hyatt Regency Paris Etoile, who's welcoming us to this brand new property. Good evening, bonsoir.
Good evening. I took my hard hat with me because we just finished the work.
Safety.
For the last 2 years, we have been under total transformation, reconstruction, and it really gives us enormous pleasure to welcome you all to the brand new Hyatt Regency Paris Etoile. We opened the doors 4 days ago. The Hyatt Student Prize, and all of you are the first to experience an event at the new hotel. And as a surprise, as a thank you, when the ceremony is over, we'll take you up on the construction site on the 34th floor to finish the evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michel. I hope we don't all have to wear hard hats this evening. Michel, tell us what's new for 2018. Talk us through how it all unfolded this time around.
How it all unfolded
Yes.
this time around. We started with this year, as I mentioned, with the 10th anniversary. We started with having an interesting, different competition. In the previous year, we made it in 1 day. This year, we conceived it in 2 sessions. The first session where the student, the candidate, had an opportunity to work together as a project, and the jury observer were able to look at the interaction, which was not the case in the past. And the second very new concept was that the alumni was part of the event and were together in observing and providing their input. And that's great. We want to have, for the future, the bond between the alumni and the new student.
And how do you explain the award's success?
I think there is 2 key elements of the success. The first one, of course, thanks to the hotel school who are engaging and participating to the event. The second very important one are the sponsor. Without a sponsor, we wouldn't be here. Among the sponsors, we have naturally Evian, thanks to Evian. We have
France 24? Where
There's
did
a
I
long
get that
list
from?
Evian.
I don't know.
We have Google, naturally. We have Google, we have Ellis, we have Bouygues, we have France 24, you're one of them. And not forget Hyat. Hyat, who is behind us. Otis is participating. Illy, New York Times, and Société Générale. So I'm sure I may have forgot somebody. The most important, who without I couldn't travel, Air France. Air France. So a long list of sponsors, but everybody should know that the sponsorship participation is still open.
So what's next then for the Hyatt Student Prize, Michel?
The next step is to put together the alumni group, because it's the first year that the alumni are present, and I would like to present and invite the president of alumni, Elena, who has been behind us for, please come in. Behind us for 3 years and help us to put together this great alumni. Elena, tell me how hard it was.
Yes, well, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I am very happy and proud to represent the Alumni Network, which today will have to the family 11 wonderful and talented hospitality leaders. So that I think deserves a big applause to all of them. So yeah, I think that today, at the end, we are all here to celebrate, right? To celebrate the 10 years of the prize, because when I was speaking with my colleagues, we were all very convinced about something, is that for some reason this prize had something very, very special, because when you're a student, you need some sort of inspiration at the end. And this prize is not about technical skills, it's not about having the statistics in mind, it's about being yourself. It's about proving to some sort of audience that you have something inside of you that's related to hospitality. So when I was discussing with them, I was very, very happy to see that this feeling is shared, and that we are all here for this purpose. So that's something that needs to be highlighted. Second of all, we're here to celebrate that the competition has evolved in such a positive way. I mean, when we participated, there was no this news, and it's great to see that now we have people from India, we have people from Vienna, we have many colleagues from all around the world that enriched this competition. And of course, the part that was the main evolution for the alumni was the mentoring thing. The mentoring idea was, for us, very, very important, and I would like to thank the organization for letting us participate in such an active way, because for us, we could somehow inspire them, we could share with them some sort of knowledge that we have, so that's something that needs to be preserved at the end. So thank you very much, and I would like to highlight that we have people from United States coming today with the alumni, people from Miami, people from China, so thank you for being here today with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Elena. We are looking forward to seeing how the prize evolves in the future. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Right, well, I believe we're going to now welcome the honorary president of this ceremony, Mr. Carlo Desaro Biondo, president of EMEA Strategic Partnerships at Google. A round of applause. Bonsoir.
Michel asked me to do a speech on what makes a career. And I think you'll all remember, I work in technology, so I cannot not start with those words. People who work in technology remember the speech that Steve Jobs gave in 2005, ending with, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." So before to tell you what I think makes a good career, I'll tell you what Steve Jobs thinks makes a good career. And the story may be a bit sad because Steve Jobs was ill at the time, but he expected to live another 10 years. And he said, "Your time is limited. So don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is leaving the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly already want to become. Everything else is secondary." I could actually stop here, right? We save time. but I want to say a few words about that. Another of the sentence of that extraordinary speech, which I think you, at least the students, should go and listen to, says, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking back, which means that if you want the dots to connect somehow, you need to believe in something. It can be your guts, it can be religion, it can be values, but you need to believe in something. To me, this means never become cynical. The day you become cynical, you lose your humanity. And if you lose your humanity, what's the interest in interacting with you? So it means to me never become cynical. Now, in short, leaving Steve Jobs for a second, what do I think are the 3 or 4 main characteristics to make success in a career? And then what are the 3 ingredients that you need to achieve that? I think the first one is skills. I understand we all want to talk about empathy and we want to talk about things I'll talk about after. But without skills, you can't exert those things. So education matters. And in that sense, Hyatt Student Prize, schools, seriousness of what you do, you can't just say, I don't need the skills. Without the skills, you can't exert your human qualities. But are skills enough? I'm skilled, but if I'm skilled, is it enough? Well, it's not. Because you need a second thing, which is absolutely fundamental, and which we have to learn through life to exert, which is energy. If you think about it, if the person you interact doesn't communicate energy to you, there is no humanity behind. And this sense of energy requires something fundamental to me, which is you can't have a great career without having a life, a great life. Because equilibrium and happiness are needed to sustain the effort to work and progress long term. It is not a 100 meters run, it's a marathon, it's a long run. So you need to take care of yourself and nurture that energy, which will make you interesting for other people. The third one, which actually to me is the one that really makes the difference. And I have to say that I work for a renowned company, and when we recruit, we look at what I'm about to say more than anything else. And it is attitude. The attitude is how people will perceive you. The attitude is how you will be understood by others. And you can have the greatest skills in life, the most incredible energy, but if you don't have the right attitude in front of the people you work with or you interact with, it doesn't work. If we think about hotels and hospitality, I don't think there is any doubt about that. The difference between a hotel and another will be the attitude of the people you find in that hotel. They will have the skills, they will have the infrastructures, they can be part of the greatest of chains, but if the attitude is not the right one, it doesn't work. If you think about it, nowadays, we are pushing this a little bit to the extreme. Personally, I'm a bit angry about the excess of political correctness we want to have now, which means it's becoming more difficult to be human. I can't make jokes. I can't interact with people without certain rules that would be universal for everybody. And we try to impose our way of looking at things to the entire world. What if you come from a different culture? What if you come from a different area of the world? You have to think like me, otherwise, you are not politically correct. And if you're not politically correct, you don't deserve to be part of the community. I think we are going too far. But one element of that matters to me, which is the tone in which you say things and the attitude. There are things I can say in a way that is an insult, but say it in another way with a smile and a certain way of doing, they can become a compliment or that become acceptable. Attitude, like Winston Churchill said, is a little thing that makes a big difference. So if I have to end my short speech, I promise to be very short, so I'll end it now. What I would say to students, actually, are again 3 things. 1, never become cynical. Never become cynical. 2, be yourself. Keep that small child in you. Allow it to come out, but control it with the right attitude. But keep that small child, that common sense that you had when you were 6. Don't let your school, don't let the world transform yourself in what you are not. Don't try to be like your neighbor. Don't try to be all the same. Refuse that element that somehow political correctness imposes to be all the same and have the same color. I love diversity. Diversity makes the world. And respect for diversity is the respect for different attitudes and for respecting the inner child that is in any of us, which we need to express ourselves, which we need to give to others. And I would like to finish with one last sentence. My wife here will laugh because I'll mention Winston Churchill once again. And sorry for this. I understand that there can be political aspects, but I look at him more reading at his philosophy than anything in politics. We make a living, but what we get. We make a living by what we get, which means I earn a salary for the work I do. That's good. But we make a life by what we give. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life with what we give. Which means to me, don't be the center of yourself. And if I look at one of the risks that we have seen recently with our society, it is to become too self-centered. So I'll add a 4th thing. Yes, I would agree with Steve Jobs in be hungry, be foolish. But to me, it's more never cynical, always listen, stay true to yourself and to the people around you. And you'll be an interesting person. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Carlo. Some inspirational words to live by, indeed. Now we're going to all welcome on stage Peter Fulton, Hyatt's Group President of EMEA and Southwest Asia. Round of applause. Good evening.
Thank you. So I will only keep you all here for about 3/4 of an hour. I prepared a very short speech because Michelle didn't really want to talk too long this evening. But this is a really important occasion for us. This is the 10th anniversary of the Hyatt Student Prize, and a lot of work has gone in to the Hyatt Student Prize over the 10 years. 10 years ago, right, Michelle? Even I can't add. But our business is all about people, and we can have these wonderful concrete jungles around the world, beautiful hotels, but it's really people that make the difference. And this award is about awarding people, and those people that really do something special every day in our hotel. And we're very, very proud to actually be a part of this and look forward to continue to being a part of this for the next 10 years. But I also want to take a moment this evening to celebrate something else that's just a little bit special. I think Michel and his team came up with this concept about 10 years ago. But in December, I think it was December, Michel celebrated 40 years of loyal service with Hyat as a company. Come, Michelle. Come. This is all unscripted. So for the students and the alumni who have been part and parcel of this award over the years, here is a man who started his career with Hyat in Nice? Manila. And has been to how many different destinations?
9.
9 in 40 years, not bad. And how many years here in Paris? 23 in Paris. So tremendous, tremendous ambassador for Hyat, a true leader, and somebody who has drawn together. There's the Francophiles here in the room. Marshall starts sending out invitations to people, I think in February, saying, put aside this date, all my French friends, come and celebrate with me. So thank you very much for everything you've done for the Hyatt Student Prize and for everything you've done for us. Thank you, Michel.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Right, ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome on stage the president of this year's jury, Laurent Saintra, Vice President of Sales for Evian Volvic World. Round of applause. Good evening. Bonsoir.
Good evening, Richel. Bonsoir.
Now, you've been involved with the Hyatt Student Prize for many years now. Would you care to share your thoughts on the significance of the prize?
Thanks a lot. So first of all, I'm sorry, I will repeat, but I want to give, on behalf of the students, on behalf of myself, a big thanks to Michel for having created the Hyatt Student Prize and developed it during already 10 years with your team. So happy birthday, Michel, again, and for a warm applause, please. I'm sorry. That's my right and my duty. I love transmission with young girls, which is somewhere our connection to present and future. So thanks a lot for that. Then more about the Student Prize. What should I say? Premium luxury hospitality is a booming industry. And Hyat in particular should be the best surfer of that nice wave with your professionalism and excellence. So definitely, that's the place to be. We are there.
We are there.
For all those challenges to come, we need the best students of the best hotel management schools, and you are there. 11. There. No more. Already selected by 60 executives from Hyat. So for that already strong achievement, you, the 11, already by far the best, you deserve all our respect. So warm bravo for you. Then about the jury. Then today I had the honor and pleasure and challenge to lead the grand jury made of very various personalities, experiences, and full of stars. And that's this exciting mission. Exciting mission to conclude the final step of the competition and contribute to determine the laureate of that 10th edition of the Hyatt Student Prize, and also, we love that, 3 coup de cœur winners. So the job is done.
The job is done. Well, thank you so much, Laurent. Let's now meet the other members of the 2018 Hyatt Student Prize jury. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them on stage. Carlo De Saro Biondo, President of MER Partnerships at Google. Fleur Pellerin, President of Corelia Capital and France's former Minister of Culture and Communication. Malene Ridal, author and keynote speaker. Robert Pires, former international football player and now consultant for beIN Sports. Frank Levey, Senior Vice President of Global Operations for Hyatt Hotels and Resorts. And Patrick Alexandre, Executive Vice President of the Commercial Sales and Alliances Division at Air France KLM. Right, good evening to the members of our jury. You spent a very rewarding and productive day with all 11 students today. What impressions did you come away with? Who wants to go first? Don't fight, don't fight.
No, when Michel asked me 2 years ago about being partner and sponsor of this fantastic prize, I didn't hesitate a long time for that because of Michel and because of Hyat and because, by the way, we share the same values somewhere. But to go back to the jury, I think it was very inspiring because of the candidate we had this year, I think. Not so easy, not so easy. I would say also, without betraying any secret, that in the very end was somewhere kind of cohesion in the jury and unanimity somewhere to go to the people. But big award first and big thanks for all the candidates. You really deserve.
You know, I have to say I was particularly impressed with just the overall level of knowledge. It was surprising and inspiring. I think about back centuries ago when I was coming out of school and the things that I knew about the industry, and to hear this young group of people use the same business vernacular that we use day in, day out, not just the buzzwords that you hear around the industry, but really having a deep understanding of what it means. We actually really did grill them today, and the responses were again, impressive and also very inspiring.
No doubt, it was very, very tough and very challenging.
So for me, thank you, Michel, to invite me. I know you since a long time, because I think I'm a very good client for Park Hyatt. So that's why I think you invite me. So thanks a lot. But for me, it was of course, it was a pleasure to be part on this adventure. I know for you, for everybody, it's a special event, especially for the Hyatt Student Prize. It is the 10th anniversary, so I'm very happy to be here. Especially to give the trophy at the end for the student, but the student, well done for everything. Well done for today. You did very well. So perfect. It was perfect for you. So have a good chance for the future.
Well, it's been a bit of an emotional day for me because I was lucky to be part of the team with Michel when the prize was created 10 years ago. And I left Hyatt 2 years ago, and I'm now back in this honorary role of being part of the jury. So thank you, Michel, for inviting me. And impressive, a group of impressive people, very passionate, all of them, about what they do. They have different ways of expressing it, and it is a big responsibility to judge somebody in 10 minutes. So we try to do our best to look at all the qualities and signs, but it was, moving experience. Thank you.
So for me too, it was a very interesting experience because everybody has forgotten about that, but I was very briefly, for a couple of months, Minister of Tourism in France. 4 months. But during these 4 months, I organized Assise du Tourisme, so a sort of big brainstorming about what kind of direction the French tourism industry should take. And one of my obsessions was the fact that in France, hospitality jobs are sometimes not considered the way they should be considered. And one of the candidates actually mentioned it, that her family, when she said that she was going into hotel management, said, "What, you're going to be a waiter or something?" So in France, we all also have this sort of prejudice that, hospitality jobs are not noble jobs. But I think they are very noble, and they are the first face that we show to tourists or people who visit our country. So I really wanted to organize a sort of crusade so that hospitality became a sort of great cause in France. But then I changed jobs myself, so I couldn't really carry on this objective. But so when Michel asked me if I could join through Malines, actually, if I could join this jury, I said yes, because for me, hospitality and hospitality jobs are very important. So I was very happy to be able to contribute today. And I think all the candidates were very, very impressive. It was difficult to choose.
Well, thank you once again to our wonderful jury. Now, as Michel Josselin mentioned earlier, the schools who field candidates are our valued partners and absolutely essential to the prize. Without them, we wouldn't be here today. Now, this year, we're thrilled to have had 25 schools throw their hats into the ring, each one nominating their top student to represent them. But only 11 candidates were chosen to take part in the final stages of the competition. And they come from all over the world: the US, Switzerland, Spain, Austria, China, India, Germany, and France. Now, whether your school is participating for the very first time or perhaps a veteran of the Hyatt Student Prize, we hope to see all of you here next year. Right, let's meet this year's finalists. I'll ask Carlo and Laurent to please join me here to present each finalist with their diplomas and certificates. You'd just like to take your places over there, please. Right, representing SRH Hotel Academy Dresden, Londorf Unfeld.
Yeah, I don't want to bother you, but I spent some great time with 10 amazing people, and I really appreciate it to be part of the Hyatt Student Prize. Thank you.
Representing Hotel School The Hague, Amsterdam, Adrien Bederida.
Thank you. Well, I represent Hotel School The Hague, Amsterdam. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to share this 2 days with my beautiful partners. And thank you to Chloe and Apolline for being here today. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Representing Centro Superior de Hostelería de Galicia, Marta Casas.
Marta, una joya.
So I just want to say thank you to the organization because you've made an amazing work. I think it's such a good idea to do it in 2 days and to meet these amazing people and all the activities we've done. Like just being here, we've learned a lot and had so much fun. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Representing La Rochelle Business School, Camille Dubois.
So, hello everyone. I wouldn't know what to say. I'm really excited and very proud to be here today to represent my school, La Rochelle Business School. I'm very happy that Mr. Bial was able to make it tonight. I don't know where you are. Well, thank you for thank you for allowing me to represent our school today here. It's very emotional for me. That's it. Thank you to the organization. It was an amazing 2 days experience. Thank you for this wonderful diploma here that you're presenting to me in such a beautiful way. And thank you to all my fellow candidates. It was really a pleasure to meet you, and I really hope that we'll stay in touch in the next years. Thank you.
Representing ESSEC Business School, Pauline Esmiller.
Good evening, everybody. So I really thank you, my school, for selecting me because I just spent 2 amazing days with all of you. And I thank you also my mentor. I don't know where is she, but she did a great job. Thank you, Ravina. Thank you very much.
Representing École Hôtelière de Lausanne, Olga Mitureva.
Thank you very much. When yes, thank you. When I arrived here Saturday night, I was a total stranger. It felt like a totally unknown place. But now, 2 days from Saturday, and I have 11 best friends, and I see so many familiar faces here, feel so cared for, and of course, my lovely family from EHL. Thank you so much. Great experience.
Representing Florida International University, Shelby Riley.
Thank you so much, and again, I want to thank the organization for everything that they've been able to put on for this many years, and I'm so excited to represent FIU for the first time. I want to thank everyone. Each step that we were here, we were always reminded: be aware, not only in the present for what you're doing, but also take the time to enjoy every single moment that you're standing, even in this moment right now. Just don't let it pass you by. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm quite nervous. But thank you so much for everything, and thank you for sharing this moment with me.
Thank you, Sylvie. I have one question for all of you. Did they give you Eggs Benedict this morning? No, because, you know, wherever you go on Hyatt, all over the world, whatever the Hyatt, Park Hyatt, all the brands, they do the best Eggs Benedict in the world. Sorry, just small advertising for.
Representing Institute of Hotel Management, Aurangabad, Varisha Shankar.
I'm terrible on the mic, so anyway. I would really like to thank everybody, the organization. My principal, he's been a mentor to me all my journey. Conrad, my actual mentor over here, he's the most funniest person you will find in this room. And all the other participants, they've actually taught me so much about different cultures, and I would have never found friends like them. It's just amazing. Thank you.
Representing Académie Internationale de Management, Charlotte Strumza.
Well, thank you so very much. I have so many people to thank. So first of all, I would like to thank the organizers because this is just such an amazing opportunity, you know, for us to be here to represent the hospitality world. And I would like to thank my school and all the representatives from my school, especially Erd and her daughter, who've been a tremendous help on the what do we say? Okay. Who've been a tremendous help on making the video. You know, it's been a crazy night in Paris just to make this video. And of course, I want to give a shout out to the Hyatt Paris Madeleine team. I don't know where they are. Yay! All right, and thank you to all the jury. You know, it's been a pleasure. It's been such an enriching experience at so many different levels, emotionally speaking, connecting with all of my fellow team members over here, and intellectually, you know, it's the speeches, you know, from Mr. Macan and all the different speeches have been so enriching. So thank you so very much. It's an honor.
Thank you.
Representing Module University, Vienna, Vera Takachenko.
Good evening. I'm very honored to represent Model University Vienna, which actually participates for the first time this year. And I'm so happy that I met here so many inspiring and like-minded people, my fellow delegates, which became my friends, and of course the jury and all organizational team. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
And last but not least, representing the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, Simon Zhao.
Good evening. It's an honor to be selected by school and also by the jury to come here to represent hotel school in Asia. And I'm so thankful that there is a chance for Asian hospitality sending me to communicate with the world here. And as I said on the first day, I'm here for friendship and experience, and now I've got both. So thank you very much, and special gratitude to Martin in the mentoring team, who was very helpful. Thank you.
Well, congratulations once again to all our finalists. Thank you, gentlemen. I'll let you take your seats while we kick off the most exciting part of the evening, and that is dishing out the prizes. Right, now before we reveal the grand winner, we'll start by awarding 3 special prizes on behalf of our generous partners, Air France, Evian and Google. Now to unveil Air France's top pick, please welcome back Patrick Alexandre. Now, Patrick, tell us about this particular prize and what you were looking for in a winner.
It is a coup de cœur. So I've been told I have nothing to explain about a coup de cœur, but
it is what it is.
It has been not only my coup de cœur, on the behalf of my company, of course, but also I think the jury coup de cœur. That was part of it. So a coup de cœur is made of a lot of things. Of course, evaluation somewhere, impression a lot, instinct also a lot, and it is a coup de cœur. It is a coup de cœur. So that's why we made a choice. So we made a choice. So I'm very happy. I give the name now.
Thank you, Patrick. Yes, please do the honors.
So I'm very happy to say that the coup de cœur for Air France will be Marta. Please, Marta, join us.
Marta Casas, representing Centro Superior de Hostelería de Galicia. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So this prize, I explain what it is. It is 3 days at the head office of Air France of immersion in La Première department held by Monsieur Pierre de Saint-Albin here there. And on the top of it, maybe when in Paris you will have to a little bit, you need some time to relax. So there will be also a ticket to New York.
Wow.
And return. Congratulations.
Okay. I'm getting emotional and everything now. Okay, I just want to thank you. I mean, I didn't expect this at all. And when I go back home tomorrow, and they will probably ask me what I did these 2 days. And I mean, they've been amazing. We've eaten a lot. We've had nice breakfast. We visited Paris. I've made 10 really good friends. I've met all these amazing people I wouldn't have meeting anyway. I did a lot of meditation also. And I mean, it's been amazing. I didn't expect this at all. And I don't know what you saw in me, but thank you for that. Yeah, it's just been a pleasure to be here with you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick. Congratulations once again, Marta. Next is Evian's top pick, and for that award, put your hands together for Laurent Centra. So, Laurent, just tell us about the prize you're about to hand out right now.
So the prize is a night in our palace in Evian for 2 persons, but also the contact with the source. So visiting the source, visiting the bottling factory, visiting the impluvium, and then in Paris, contact with the headquarters and the teams selling Evian a bit everywhere in the world and also in France.
Okay, well, the winner's name is in that envelope.
So Evian is dynamism. Evian is health, and Evian is source of useness. And for all of us, Varisha is a source of useness.
Congratulations, Varisha Shankar, representing the Institute of Hotel Management, Aurangabad. Congratulations.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much. It has been an honor to actually be here. And, well, thank you.
Short but sweet. Congratulations once again. And thank you, Laurent. And now for Google's top pick, let's hear another round of applause for Carlo de Sara Biondo. Carlo, what can you tell us about this prize before you announce the winner?
Well, in the last years, we offered 1 week of internship in our Paris office or London office. This year, I want to give the choice to the winner. He can either come for an internship for a week, or, which probably is even more fun, come at one of our international technology conference for 3 days, fully invited, either in London or in the US or in Asia. We'll talk about it together and we'll decide. So it will be your choice.
Who was the lucky winner?
Hey, I just want to make sure. I didn't write it, but I think it's Adrien.
Adrien Betterita, congratulations, representing Hotel School The Hague. Congratulations.
Sorry, I just opened the wrong envelope.
How do you feel?
I feel good. No. But yeah, this is maybe a good chance to say hello to HTH's amazing 4th cohort. I can say I won because of them. Their support has been amazing. And thank you very much. This invite is beautiful, and I already have an idea of what I'm going to pick, I think. I will share it later on.
I'll send you a card later, right, Philippe?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, congratulations once again. Thank you very much. And thank you, Carlo. A massive congratulations to all our winners. Thank you. But now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to award one hardworking lucky person with the Hyatt Student Prize 2018. And for that, please welcome back our Hyatt executives, Michel Josselin, Frank Levey, and Peter Fulton. And Frank, I believe you're going to tell us more about this very prestigious prize.
Some brief remarks. We've thanked a lot of people this evening, but first and foremost, I want to thank the students. I've had the great honor of being part of most of the Hyatt Student Prizes since its inception, and I can honestly tell you it's as impressive a group as I've seen. What was really very nice to see was the camaraderie that many of them have referenced this evening. I hope there's really some lasting friendships that come as a result of this experience. And I have to tell you, it wasn't all fun and games. You hear about coming to the beautiful City of Lights and being toured around and having some great meals, but they were really put to the test. Over a 2-day period, a lot of stressful exercises, really to see those that really demonstrate those leadership skills. So this is really about those future leaders in our industry. And I can tell you, if this group is part of that, the future leadership group, then we're in really very good hands. As Laurent said, the business is thriving right now, kind of riding that wave. Hospitality is very healthy and will continue to remain so. The fact of the matter is that people love to travel and will continue to do so. So therefore, it is our jobs as hoteliers to create those exceptional experiences and unforgettable memories that people will store for a lifetime and continue to cherish. One thing I did want to say is that although we're selecting one grand prize winner this evening, each of you are winners in your own right. Think about the fact that from your respective universities, you've been singled out from amongst the student population as really that one person that really demonstrates that skill set, the right personality, and the professional potential to thrive in this industry. And I'm sure you're all going to, and with Hyatt, I hope. So Without further ado, I'm very pleased to announce that the 2018 Hyatt Student Prize winner is Camille Dubois.
Congratulations, Camille Dubois, representing La Rochelle Business School.
I'll let Camille say a few words, but she's going to be coming to visit us in Chicago in the coming months and have a tour and some exposure to the senior executives of our company and a tour of the great city of Chicago once it thaws out. But Camille, we're so pleased to honor you with this award, and you're so very deserving. So, congratulations.
That was really unexpected, like really unexpected. And I can see my mentor crying right there in the back. I think she cries even more than I do. Well, like, thank you. Like, there's nothing else I can say. I didn't expect it at all. So once again, thank you to all of you guys. It was a pleasure and an honor to meet you. An honor to represent La Rochelle, and I'm very happy that we've gone from second place last year to first place this year. I'm not sure we can do any better next year, but hopefully, if our next candidate, please select a good one so we can continue with this tradition of being good students, I guess. So thank you to the organization for putting this whole event together. It's been real. It was amazing. Great food, great entertainment, great touring of Paris. But great people and an amazing experience. And I've said it several times, I think hospitality is about passion. It's about people. It's about making the most of all of experiences. And it's been real the whole time. And I love you guys. And we all deserve to win. And I'm so thankful that I met you all. And I wish you nothing but the best for the future.
Right, it's not in the script, but I've been told that someone from La Rochelle Business School would like to come up on stage and say a few words.
In the individual interview, one of the questions I got was, what are the good 3 qualities a leader could have? And the first that came up to my mind was empathy. And then I was asked, who is the best representative of empathy? And I gave a good speech about someone that means the world to me, and who is a great representation of empathy, and who is here today. So I gave the example of Mr. Luc Béal. I'm already crying. And he represents La Rochelle Business School today with me. And he's been a mentor for a while. And I really appreciate the relation we have. I'm crying. I'm crying too. Let's all cry. That's no big deal. But you've been an inspiration, and you've guided me since even last year. And I'm so grateful that you chose me to represent our school. And I felt like I had to give back. And you sincerely are someone I look up to. So, thank you.
Thanks indeed for all this. I'd rather do it in French, actually. I'm very emotional. There's a slight disappointment, though. I was led to believe that also people representing schools were receiving diploma from Mr. Carlo. Is there any left?
We'll be very happy. That's for you.
Oh, thank you so much. thanks everybody for this beautiful opportunity. Thanks to the Hyatt Group and all the energies that have been put into this 10th occurrence of this fantastic prize. And that's about it. I don't think I can say anything relevant beyond this. Bravo, Camille, and thanks for bringing the school on the scene.
Well, congratulations once again. And Michel, I believe you'd like to say a few words now?
More thanks indeed, to wrap up. I think it's very important to me to insist on deeply thanking the jury member, because they show today a phenomenal engagement. They spend their time to support the prize, and I think we would be anywhere without their support. So thank you to the jury member. I hope we are with us next year. One also very important to thank all the people behind me, because I'm nobody. I just think and they do the dream become reality. Emmanuel Lacoste, Coralie. She's the one who tells me what to do, what to say. Thank you, Coralie, also. Thank you, Gaël, who has been part of the organization with the assistants, and Carolina, of course, and more. I won't stop saying thank you to everybody, and thank you to Hyatt people who was supporting the idea from day one, supporting me and giving a lot of patience to my ongoing requests so we could move on. So be with us for the next 10 years, Mr. President. So it's an agreement. I had to ask you in front of him, because now we're all set for the next 10 years. So Michel Moreau, thanks again for your team, for receiving us, for getting all behind this complex organization, as I know it is. So we look forward to coming up and now go to the serious next step, is to have a decent drink and dinner, correct?
Well, thank you very much, Michel, and everyone at Hyatt for this opportunity. And thank you to the members of the jury for letting me tag along this evening and this afternoon. I've had a wonderful time. Thank you once again to those watching on Facebook Live. Everybody have a wonderful evening and see you next year. Bonne soirée.